no. Hello, you guys.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh no. What happened to
Oh,
me?
I
What
can hear
happened?
him.
Yeah,
I can hear
I
you,
can.
Pejjy.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
All right, I'm back. All right. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we can
was
hear
so
you.
scared. All right, good. It was
Oh my
blank for
God.
a second. I was so scared. All right. Ah, so I promise I live in first world country called California. The internet should be strong. Oh God. So, hello Jen, how's it going?
Hi, love. Sorry, I hit the wrong emoji. It's going well. I'm excited for our Tesla space this week.
Right. So I good and I have to give I tell you I need to give Pejjy like a round of applause. Let me do it. A round applause. All right. Need to do that. I need to do that because the episode with Scobo, damn, good job,
Yeah.
friend. I share it with my mother-in-law. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to listen to this. And
Yeah.
she's
No,
like,
that was.
oh, I'm enjoying. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the. I guess one of my favorite podcasts till date. It was a lot of information because Scoble has a lot of um, inside information because he talks to a lot of these engineers. And oh my God, like the things that he said. I mean, the podcast was about an hour and a half long. Like it was it was a lot of information that just was mainly talking about Tesla. And yeah, like we were just talking about how, we pretty much put the idea of, the argument between Waymo LiDAR and Tesla FSD and long term. We put that to bed. Whoever has like argument to that should go watch that episode, and they will just be put to bed. There's just no other alternative. I don't know. It was amazing. It was one of my favorite podcasts, and one that you can actually listen to months, years from now, and still get a lot of information. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Pejjy, do you have the link? Because I'm real lazy and I'm going to forget later. Is it possible for you to drop it in the purple pill so everyone has access to the link? Because that sounds really great. I love Scobie. He is an amazing person and he has amazing information. And I would just love to hear the interview that you did with him.
Yeah, sure. But how do I add the link? How do I add things to this? I never done it before.
Just copy the link from the YouTube video and drop it in. Do you want me to do it?
Well, I want to learn how to do it. I mean, do I click on?
So go to
Do I just add
YouTube,
it as a
right?
comment?
Go to YouTube, bring up that video, and then you're just going to copy the URL, or you can just do the share and copy URL from there, and then you just pop it right into the comments.
Oh, in the comments. Got it. I'll do it right now.
Or you can do
Yeah.
or you can do the share to the top. It depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to put it on the top. But
I
anyways, I don't
did.
want to hijack
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
In the comment is good enough, and then I will try to put it on the top. So I try to get Pejjy to buy the Model Y red. Get it. Go get it. It's so
I mean, I'd love
pretty.
to. Like, look, if I had the option to buy the Tesla a long time ago, I would have gotten the Model 3. But I can't because I can't import the damn thing in this country. That's the issue. Because expat and
Yeah,
quit, I'm not
Kuwait
allowed to.
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. And I'm waiting until, they can do something here. I mean, unless I have to go through all the headaches. And Kuwait is not a simple
No,
country. They
hey,
have
wait,
all
wait,
these
wait. One
weird
second.
rules. It's ridiculous.
1 second. They don't sell in your country. I saw it in Europe and Middle East.
Not in Kuwait. Kuwait's different.
Yeah, no, they're available. They're available in the neighbors like Saudi Arabia and Qatar and UAE, Jordan and Israel. They're available there, but it's just like, they're. I mean, Kuwait. The market in Kuwait is it's a rich market, but it's a very small market. So I don't know how much they're gonna sell here. I mean, the EV infrastructure here is building up, but it's not as nice. It's not as fast. And right now, gas is so cheap. I mean, like if I want to go and fuel my car right now from empty to full, it's like maximum $4. Like it's dirt cheap.
Yep, that's the joys of having all the oil.
Yep, and it's nationalized, so it's like it benefits everybody. Not like Canada, where it's like flipping like gas, like the most expensive thing, and it has a second world most reserves.
That's why you're going to get a lot of pushback in Kuwait, because it's helping to feed the people as well.
Exactly. Although it is increasing here, though, I'm seeing a lot more Teslas. I've spotted 2 Model Ys, the new one here. I've spotted some new Model 3s. But these are the people that have their own homes and they can charge it at home. And when they go for long distances, I mean, Kuwait is a very small country, but when they do go for long distances, there are like some superchargers on the way that they can, stop by and just put it in. That's also free. Supercharging here in Kuwait is also free, which is also being powered by the oil. Because electricity is being powered by all oil. So it's like not even clean supercharging, but it doesn't matter. But I'm seeing a lot more. I mean, BYD is available here in Kuwait. Like I can go get a BYD seal or whatever they have there, and they will actually come to your building and install the supercharger there or home charging there. And that they're doing a lot of advertisements here in Kuwait, which I'm like, wait a minute, if BYD is here, Tesla, what the heck you doing, man? Come on.
Hopefully, with the Middle East summit that they had recently this year, hopefully that'll help push them a little bit into the future.
I hope. Let's see.
Other than hope, other than cross our finger, what up? FSD in Australia. Skip past the kangaroo. Dude, it's like so. I watched it like this guy dressed all preppy, have a white shirt and everything, and he drove the car. Drove what is it? Skip the kangaroo. So funny. No, it's what is the naysayer gonna say now? Elon still dream, so you guys dream. FSD is a fake news. What is this?
I think Dan O'Dowd's going to bring some kangaroo mannequins down down under.
Dude, they could just stand there and throw the kangaroo. Pop, one more. This time sloth. Pop. This
Look at
time
them
kiwi.
Teslas. They're
Pop.
running over all the roos.
Oh, dude. Yashu is here. I want to invite him up.
Oh,
Yashu,
sheesh,
I hope you
Yashu, come
can
on up,
talk
come
to
on up, man.
us. Please. So, Yashu doesn't know because, but I'm a fan of him. I like his. You guys go look at his profile. He's funny. It's been a long. He's talk about Tesla forever. Lately, he's just have kid. So congratulations, brother. How was the life with a newborn? Tell me about it. You get some sleep. Well, I would love to hear from you, my friend. Come up if you can. You in the car? You always in the car. I know that. Well, sending love. I'm a big fan. If you can join, we here for you. We want to hear from you. All right, going back. FSD 14 and FSD Australia. What do you think? Alexander is here. He get a new car too.
Oh man, version 14. What's that noise? Is it just me? Okay, no, it's gone now. Anyways, yeah, version 14 next month. Oh man, that is gonna be. Elon said what, 2 to 3 times more human-like, which is insane. I mean right now FSD is not 100%, but it's very impressive. But if version 14 sounds like what it's going to be 2 to 3 times better than humans, my God. I mean, I'm so excited for this. But I'm also more excited to see the expansion, the faster expansion of the robotaxi. Like just last week we had an expansion in Austin, right? And it looks like every other week or so they're expanding in Austin, and this is something that we have to keep an eye out for every other regions that Tesla enters, because that's how fast they're going to continue growing, and that's their priority right now. So version 14, I think it's going to speed up the robotaxi expansion, but at the same time, the robotaxis are a few updates ahead. So very excited to see how that's going to play out. But very excited for the V14 and see how the people with Teslas, how they use their FSD with version 14. I want to see all of them videos. I want to see everyone's videos. How they're gonna drive how FSD version 14 works. It's gonna be flipping awesome. Sheesh. That's what I think. Yashu, my man, how you feeling, man? How are you?
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for the kind words. I hope everyone's doing well. I've kind of been MIA, honestly, and I can't talk for long, but I've kind of been MIA. I've just been so busy, but yeah, I mean, FST is great. I kind of feel like a pleb because I got the hardware 3, right? And I got an old car. Now it's kind of like, okay, well, when am I ever gonna experience? Well, to be fair, FST is pretty good. I pay for it, but I just can't wait for robotaxis to come to Canada. I just don't know if that's going to happen in the next, Pejjy, you know how Canada is, right? I don't think it's going to happen in the next 5 or
Yep.
10 years, but yeah, I need to make a trip down to Austin some point to probably do a test drive.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
The beauty of this is that it's not hardware dependent; it's software dependent. That's what a lot of people don't get. Your hardware 3 is going to be awesome too, dude.
Yeah, to be fair, it is pretty awesome. I do love it. I feel like kind of like out of the loop sometimes with the updates. Like I get an update and it's like, okay, I see everyone on Twitter getting like this sick update, and then I like load my update and it's like, oh, minor improvements and like this bug has been squashed. And like, damn, I got like nothing. So, but I'm not complaining. I use 99% of my driving I think is on FSD. Even in the city, I don't even do much highway driving, but even in the city, like 99% of my driving is on FSD. There's a few things that I think it still needs to fix on my hardware, like the flashing light scenario. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but apparently it's only a Canadian thing. I don't know if this happens in America, but we have like flashing green lights in pedestrian controlled zones. So if a light, and some lights are like particularly slow with flashing, so they'll like flash green like intermittently, and FSC still has a weird stutter with that. And there's about 2 or 3 lights in my city that like every time that I drive through an FSD, it still like kind of stutters on a little bit. It's gotten a little bit better, to be fair, but I think that's a hardware issue with something about the frames per second that it can process or something.
I think that's going to fix very soon, but because I've noticed that same kind of issue. Have you ever seen like school zones, for example, the no turn on red? So sometimes it will try to turn because it doesn't see those little weird signs that are kind of off. They're not normal. But I think all that's going to change when 14 comes.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you all here talking about version. I mean, having even hardware 3. I'm trying to get a Tesla here. No, I love it. I love it.
I
Yeah, but Yashu, you're sorry, Fact. So I just want to ask Yashu this question because I know he's in like the options and stuff. I don't know because I know you've been really busy with the kid. Congratulations, man. You're a father now. How does it feel to be a father? But that's the first question. The second thing is, how are the options with Tesla looking like?
Well, first of all, I don't know what's more stressful, being a Tesla investor or being a new father. I think they're pretty comparable. No, it's been great. It's been really busy, and like what I haven't realized about this is like the amount of time that I had before having a kid. Like everyone listening that doesn't have a kid, I'm telling you right now, it's insane how much time I just wasted on random stupid shit. Like I didn't Like it's just crazy. Anyways, that aside, honestly, I was pretty bullish on Tesla price action beginning of the week. Now we had a flutter to the end and kind of an ugly end to the week. But I still think like we're on the cusp here. Like to be fair, on the weekly, I think it's like 367 is kind of like the supply zone where there's a lot of sellers still sitting at. I think past there, it's just kind of, you know, tailwinds. On the daily, we did close above the daily on a buy signal, and we're still there. To be fair, on you guys know I like the super trend indicator. If you guys can find it everywhere, it's a pretty easy like momentum indicator that just tells you where supply zones might exist. And 355, I think, was the daily buy. So we had an ugly end of the week, but here's the thing. I mean, we're going into Labor Day. End of summer, Wall Street guys are all away. Volume is low. So price action on the downside doesn't really scare me that much, especially because Nvidia kind of went through and earnings are over now. So that's kind of behind us. So I think in September when volume comes back, Wall Street people are back at their desks and they're looking to reposition. I'm quite bullish on September. And I think historically September has been an okay month for Tesla too. August I don't think has been super great for Tesla in the past, but maybe someone has better stats.
All right, nice. Because I know September is usually a weak month when it comes to like overall, the overall market, but Tesla does do okay in September. Usually, that's the month that I think for the past couple of years it's been doing the most bouncing, if I'm not mistaken. But no, that's good. That's good to see. That's good to see, man. And congrats on the kid, man. We're really happy for you.
I just wanted to say, I agree that like, this week it ended a little low, but when you go into a 4-day weekend, you have a lot of traders that sell, right before the 4-day weekend. So I think that had a lot to do with it, to tell you the truth. And then I just wanted to remind everybody that our next quad witching is on September 19th. So I don't know how you guys feel about that when it comes to Tesla and how that affects it, but I always kind of pay attention during the quad witchings.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I'm not.
What is it? What is that?
It's when the options expire. So there's like 3 things that happen. I can't quite remember, but basically it's like all the options are expiring that Friday and then a couple other things. And so it adds to volatility in the market. So it's always good to pay attention. I am a like long, whole share long person. I don't do any options. So while I pay attention, I don't trade around it, but I do know that they are significant and they happen 4 times a year.
No, that's interesting. No, what I'm. Yes, Yop, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, quad witching is when index futures, regular options. There's 4 different types of essentially types of contracts that expire. What it really just means for us is that there's a lot of rebalancing in the market. So quad witching, and I've made a lot of videos about quad witching. If you want to check it out, feel free to check out. I think I have a playlist on it. That just means that I honestly think there's going to be a lot of swinging, like a lot of volatility in general. I actually bought some 500 strike for the end of the year on Tesla. I mean, the thing is, they're so expensive, and I think quad witching might be a little bit to do with it. But they're just so expensive that I'm like looking at the price for all the call options on Tesla. I'm like, man, there's so much baked into this. And I think quad witching is a good call out because I think we're going to see kind of a lot of volatility up until then. It might be a nothing burger in terms of net, but I think there's going to be a lot of like volatile days.
Interesting. I mean, I think. Well, I mean, Q3 the deliveries I think is gonna be fire. I think it's gonna be a really good Q3 delivery reporting. Now I don't know. I don't think they're gonna deliver 500,000 vehicles. Maybe 500,000 production. Maybe, but I think that's a big tailwind when it comes to. I think that's one reason why the stock's been going up as well with the robotaxi expansion as well. Because I think this Q3 is gonna be fire because we're seeing inventory in the US go almost non-existent, and we're seeing well, the new YL came out or coming out, and that already has over 40,000 reserves. It's just Europe is lacking a little bit, but I think Q3 deliveries will really. Now it could be both. It could be either sell the news event if it becomes really good, or it could actually be a tailwind. I think it's gonna be more of a tailwind because that's more deliveries. We're gonna get more a higher EPS and such when it comes to the earnings, but we'll see with that. But I think that's one reason why the stock has been steadily firm and going up a little bit in the 350s. Yeah, that's just my thought on that. Joseph, my man.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see everybody.
Hello, friend.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I just got back from Japan about 2 weeks ago. Really love it. Talk about pricing. I'm not really good at predicting pricing, but seems to me throughout 2024, Tesla's the baseline is around 250, kind of hover around 250. It's like there's a magnet tied to the Tesla stock around 250. Go up, come back down, go down, come back up around 250. And then this year is kind of $300, around 300 is the baseline. There's a magnet around it. So come down and then 290, go back to 300, 330, go back to 300. It's like there's a magnet to it. So I believe the next magnet hopefully is going to be 350. So 350 is our baseline going into the second half of this year. What can bring Tesla stock to the 350 as a baseline? To me, it definitely has to do with robotaxi or the robo trucking that people talk about. So robo trucking not here yet. It's going to be early next year when it becomes more a reality. So I'm kind of leaning toward having a robotaxi Catalyst as the next big thing in my opinion. So hopefully we'll see that soon. Getting rid of the safety monitor, expansion, all those will contribute to bringing 350 as a baseline of the stock. So I do sell some cover call here and there, way out of the money, high 300, low 400, expire within 1 week or two. So I play it really safe. I don't want to lose share. My goal is to get some base hit so I can buy more share along the way. But that's my point of view. 350 hopefully is a new baseline. Thank you guys.
Thank you, and please hang out. I would like to hear from you. I have question for you later. All right.
Yes.
Right now, hi Smokey. How's it going?
Well, it's going good. Just watching all this great news and watching autonomy just take its place in the world.
Nice. Yeah, sure. Did I just see your hand up? A minute ago, or that fake news?
Fake news. Sorry. I also got to run, so I hope everyone does well. Take care, guys. Bye.
All right. Thank you, friend. Stop by next time.
Let's hear from
Bye.
you, Arthur.
Take care. All right. So Elon been very, very active on X. A lot of them is politics in British, in England. It is pretty scary if you follow what is going on. It is like mind blowing how bad it is, and I see like Elon cares so much in this, and I just hope this is a hope that he he's actually make a change over there without get himself in trouble so much. That's one thing I think. There's I don't know who talking about this because I put headphone in my ear and listen to the YouTube, and they say it's 900 billionaire in this world, but no one do anything about this. Everybody just look at it and say nothing about it. So
Yeah, they look at it and say, "Not my problem."
yeah, and then Elon, one person, carry the whole thing. Um, take Trump to the White House, help Trump win, go Doge, got kicked out the White House, still try to figure it out the battery and the solar for to power the AI. Like dude is one person caring about a lot of things. So I just hope him safe. What you guys think about this? Do you think he get in trouble? What happened?
I
Well, I thi-
personally think it doesn't matter. I'm standing behind him. That dude is on the right track all the time.
Yeah, I think it'll cause a lot less issues than dealing with American politics. So I'm really not worried. I don't think there's a political overhang with this because I think, like most rational people, think that what's going on in England is outrageous. And I do want to remind everybody that we just had a very successful Flight 11 of Starship. And Elon mentioned that they are shooting for a double catch for Flight 13. So that's actually quite close. I think they're making amazing progress at SpaceX. They did use the Pez dispenser for the first time with Starship, and they deployed some dummy satellites showing that Starship is not only reusable, with the booster and everything, but it will also be very useful because don't forget, SpaceX does deploy most of the weight into space these days, I believe, especially for the United States. So he's had like a lot of great accomplishments. It's hard to keep up with Elon.
Flight 11, I must have been overslept. Last flight I saw was 10.
I thought it was Flight 11. Was it Flight 10? It might have been Flight 10. Sorry, I was selling my house. I would have been down there if I could. Actually, you know what? I think you're right. I think it was Flight 10. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I was there. I was there for 8 and 9, but man, I got stuck here. So, well, then I guess I'll be there for Flight 11.
I was like, did I miss one? I watched the whole thing. It's number 10 too. Good, 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 good.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
Saturday. It's
I
just numbers.
yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of fire, right? A bunch of noodle, and it's gonna be flight 200, 420, Elon.
At
So
flight 420, we are probably on Mars, in my opinion.
With Optimus.
I think before
yeah,
Flight 69, actually.
dude, this is so awesome. I listened to CERN Basher, and he's talked to Herbert, and he's like, do you know what an opportunity when we figure it out another planet? Just imagine when the Europe found America, what an opportunity it is, and my mind is just like blowing like. I don't even take mushroom. Right? It's just early in the morning. What are they talking? It's like, oh my god, it's gonna be so cool to see Optimus on Mars, like with a digging machine, the boring machine. Oh my god. I think Elon gonna try to sell us like, hey, put this chip in your head and you can look at Mars. You are part of Optimus. The Optimus have your conscious. You think I'm crazy? Uh, like
That would be cool. It'd fit along with Scope's whole thing with the holodeck. You can basically project yourself seeing through Optimus' eyes.
Yeah, but the delay will be terrible. So you wouldn't
I don't know
be.
about that, brother, because
You don't
Starlink.
know about light speed and how far Mars is
Oh,
away from
I'm
Earth.
aware. I'm aware, but Elon's already talking about linking up with Starlink.
Yeah, but even if you could, there several minutes delay at best. At worst, it's like I think 40 minutes or something or like front and back. It's gonna be like 40 minutes. I think so, or 20 minutes or something. It's some ridiculous number, which will be the latency will just be the worst.
I'm willing to
for,
bet that he's going to figure out a way to be able to utilize kind of like fiber optic, but via basically from the Mars side Starlink to the Earth side Starlink. I'm willing to bet he's going to find
Yeah,
a way.
but you can't. Yeah, but you can't beat light speed. That's laws of physics.
Fiber is light speed. That's what I'm saying. That's not that far away.
Yeah, but still, the latency will be several minutes at best. You can't beat light speed. There will be no direct control of Optimus. I can guarantee you, 100%. Okay.
We'll see.
Yes, and I will be correct.
Okay, this is fun. Okay, I see the new speaker
Bob?
here. Hello?
Oh, I just
Yes.
wanted to make a comment about controlling Optus. And I know this is going to sound a little nuts, but hear me out, because the CIA does have a remote viewing, people or everything. So it's like, is there a delay with Starlink? Sure. Is that the only way to link up with Optimus? I don't know about that, to tell you the truth. I mean, if anybody can figure it out, it's Elon. And if the CIA already has remote viewers and psychics and stuff like that, I'm sure that there's a way to figure it out. So I mean, I just wouldn't say it's not going to happen, because I really do believe we're going to end up teleoperating Optimus on Mars. That makes the most sense.
No, because information can't move faster than light. Period. If you ask Elon this, he would tell you the same thing. 100% he would. Like, there's no way. There will be too much latency. So if you give input to like pick up rock, then you will have to wait like 8 minutes before Optimus pick up rock. Like, imagine that day of work. You will get 2 things done: pick up rock and then put it on table. Then it's time for lunch. Like, not that useful.
I'd also like to point out that Grok 4 Heavy right now has a PhD level of every type. I believe in the next decade, our understanding of physics and what's possible is probably going to be toast. On top of that, Grok 5 is probably coming out before Christmas. We'll see. But I bet you, on top of that, there's a thing called quantum we still need to figure out. I guarantee it's going to crack that too. We'll see.
If information travels faster than light, you kind of create paradoxes.
Yes and no.
It's like time travel, you know. You pretty much you get an answer before the thing that caused the answer happened, so you kind of travel in time. No, it won't happen.
Are you familiar with quantum pairing?
Quantum entanglement? Yes, but
Yeah.
you can't communicate with quantum entanglement because
Yet.
Never.
I don't know. I'm with Smokey. There was just a physics conference in Barcelona, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's on the nature of consciousness. And I think as we solve for consciousness and we solve for AGI, I think we're going to learn some new physics. I would really suggest that everybody listen to it. I'll drop it in the purple pill. It's a little heavy on vocabulary, but the information is fantastic.
So
what's possible today and what's possible in a year might change.
Do quantum mechanics if you want. So the thing with quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement is that you can have like a particle or like an electron which has a certain spin, and you can pair those 2 electrons and divide them by different amount of length. And once you observe one electron, the other electron goes in the opposite spin. And that's the quantum entanglement. But you can't send information with this. This will just make you figure out that if you observe the electron and that has like one spin, you will know that the other electron on the other side of the universe or whatever will have the opposite spin. But you can't use that for information to transfer information. That won't work.
Alexander, I 100% agree today. We're talking future. I see a lot of things unlocking in the near future.
Yeah, but physics won't probably change in the future. Like, it's like saying like gravity will be reversed once we figure it out. Like, no.
But maybe we
Alexander,
won't
it's kind
have
of like
to...
the Middle Ages when they thought the Earth was flat and they were dead sure that they were wrong, right? Or that they were right. The Earth was flat. Nothing's changing our minds.
Can we just agree that Optimus will be smart enough? All we got to do is just tell him to like pick up a rock, and they'll just pick up a rock, and then we'll see it like 10, 20 minutes later.
Well, no, that's
Yeah,
what
we
I was
can
going to
agree.
say is we may not have to send information. We may solve for AGI. If we do solve for AGI and we have artificial general intelligence, then we can send general instructions to Optimus. This is what you're doing today. You're working with this other Optimus. And it could take 8 minutes to get there because it'll be a packet. And then Optimus will execute on its own. So if you listen to the lecture about consciousness, they talk about how we don't quite have the compute power yet to do the computation, but we have XAI, which is the world's largest supercomputer. I think Elon's already working on this.
Exactly.
I would agree.
So
And I still
basically
think
everyone's
AI
right.
6, I do think AI 6 is going to unlock a lot of shit with that too.
Yo, I love this. I'm like, just listen to this, and I love every minute of it. I'm sorry if people that list come here for Tesla conversation. We still in Tesla conversation. We just go in the space a little bit. All right.
We just go a
Well,
little
all of
deep.
Elon's companies are related, and I think it's purposeful, and I think it does add a lot of value to Tesla because who is going to be the first purchaser of Optimus? I'm pretty sure it's SpaceX.
Exactly.
They're gonna buy a lot. I think so. They're gonna buy a lot. And when other company, the competition whatsoever, see Optimus making Mars livable for human, dude. So this is why I like a group of our friends right here in my space right here, because we long Tesla. You know, because it's the only way to guarantee that you win this game is too long. You long to the bad day. You long to the whatever the spooky time that they try to shake you out. The 104 last year. What the fuck? I didn't get 104. I was so scared. People back then talk Tesla gonna go 69. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, when that happened, I
You
dumped my
know?
whole entire savings into the stock. It was such a
Yeah.
blessing.
This is why I love you guys, because we go through that. And this year they shake us until like what? 214. Is that 214 is the lowest? I got it at 228. Not bad. And like if we all understand, like Tesla is the biggest AI project on earth, and they have everything, right, Jen? They have battery, solar, right? And they have um Elon have XAI, and we're gonna vote in so we can be the Tesla shareholder can have some skin in the game, and XAI we're gonna all vote in, right? And we have manufacturing, which is it's gonna be so excited. I want to talk to you guys about this too. Oh, don't let me forget. Master Plan Part 4. Oh, it's been in my chest. We need to talk about this. You guys need to like tell me, what do you think? All of you have to tell me. Master Plan Part 4. And all of this is to accomplish one big goal: is the beautiful conscious cannot die. If a bunch of old men hit the nuclear button, we can still survive and have children, right? It's a beautiful goal. And people around my house tell me Elon bad. Oh,
Maybe Elon, when he creates like Grok 5 or 6 or whatever, maybe listening to Elon doesn't make sense anymore because Grok is so much smarter. So he like make himself unimportant.
Alex, I think
And
you're right on.
And master plan, whatever number, is made by Grok instead of Elon.
I think you're right. Really.
I think Elon's
It won't-
T-shirt for this last launch was a hint to Master Plan 4. So We're going to need to send Optimus far before humans to Mars, and I think that he's right. We have to nuke Mars. If we nuke Mars, we can terraform it, right? And I believe that possibly, robots and stuff. I mean, they can move around in like irradiated areas. They can deal with radiation, hopefully. So if they radiation harden Optimus, and Optimus is building during those 50 years or so, whatever it is, that we would need for like the radiation to dissipate and for it to terraform. And also, we don't know how radiation is going to act on Mars because we are going to be using it to terraform, hopefully. So I have a feeling some of that is going to be part of it, like that he's finally solved for like how we're going to move to Mars as a species. And I just want to remind everybody of my pinned tweet. 99% of all species that have ever existed on Earth are now extinct, and it is not the act of man, but the great filter. We're not going to survive if we don't become multiplanetary. Elon is trying to save humanity, and I think he's going to do it.
Actually, modern nuclear weapons doesn't give that much radiation outfall, or whatever you call it. So modern nuclear weapons isn't that dirty like they used to be. So I don't think the radiation will not be a huge problem, especially if you use like what do you call them? Hydrogen bombs. You pretty much do fusion, but on
I
the
think
surface of
the
Mars.
radiation's not even going to be a problem for the robots anyway. It's going to be the EMP blasts that come after the actual detonations. That's what you're going to have to harden against. They'll be fine.
So what's interesting here is that Tesla, Elon, on June 2024, he did post on X that they're working on Tesla's master plan part 4. It's been like 14, 15 months since they've, been, working on it. So it must be pretty big. And I think you guys are right. I think they're waiting until they get like the groks out and everything. But man, I want to see what this, what this master plan part 4 is going to be about. But yeah, Joseph.
I have a feeling it's going to be a comprehensive plan on how to implement and execute the sustainable abundance that he talked about. If you look at Elon posts in the last few months, he gave a lot of hints about how we're behind when it comes to energy generation, not just nuclear but solar, right? A bunch of chart on how behind we are. If we don't act fast, we're going to be behind China. Not 5 years down the road, next year. So I think he definitely have a plan on how to generate energy and also harness and transfer energy, because we all know the transfer of energy currently is really, really, really inefficient. Only 22 or below percentage of energy are actually being used. A lot of energy waste during transfer. So maybe it's a distributed system on how to harness nuclear, SMR, small nuclear generator, or local solar farm. Given that maybe it's really difficult to get federal approval to get large solar farm, maybe smaller local scale, so you don't have to transfer energy from a large, far distance. It can be localized. Perhaps it's also about how we use Optimus and Robot to build out those energy farm, be it solar or nuclear. So everything depends on Grok, really how smart the AI is going to be. But it's really a catch-22, right? You need to have really smart AI, Grok, down the road. That means you need a lot of compute. That means you need a lot of energy. And in order to have a lot of energy, you also have to need a lot of AI to maximize production. So it's like how Elon can address that in the most efficient way and also be able to catch up China. So it cannot be a 10-year, 15-year plan. It has to be something that can execute and practically bring it online within 2 or 3 years. So I'm thinking it's all about energy and more than anything, because that's our bottom net right now, bottleneck. So that's my current thinking. We'll see. Sorry, it took too long.
Joseph, I totally agree with you, and I think it has a lot to do with Megapack, to tell you the truth, because it is a little bit of energy generation. Of course, we need to make more energy, but you're right, we're not using all the energy that's produced. A lot of it is wasted, and if we have stationary storage, then we're going to be able to capture more. So we may not have to spend a whole lot more on energy production. It's about like good energy management, and that is Megapack and AutoBidder, really.
Yeah.
How is it wasted? What is the waste here?
I can explain that since I am very deep in the battery space. So what happens is, say you have a nuclear power plant, right, and it's producing power. Not all of that power is always used. Like it could say the output, I'm just going to use round numbers. Say it has an output of 100 units. And during the peak time, we're using 100 units. But when everybody's asleep, maybe we're using 3 units, right? Well, that means a loss of 97 units. So instead of just losing it, you add stationary storage. Now you can put all of that energy that we weren't using and you can store it for the next day. Because oftentimes what happens is, say the nuclear power plant has a maximum output of 100 units, but our demand is 120 units at a peak, right? So with battery storage, then we don't need what's called a peaker plant. And that is a secondary plant that kicks on during only peak hours. So stationary storage saves municipalities a lot of money, as well as is more cleaner, and everything, and helps to stabilize the grid. I mean, people died in Texas because the grid went down. We need to stabilize our grid, and we are going to need a tremendous amount of energy for all these data centers and for AI. So I really think that Megapack is going to be a huge hero in the next decade plus.
Yeah, but you can't you like? I'm pretty sure you can turn down the power output from a nuclear plant. If
I know, but
understand
why would
correctly,
you though? But why would you? Like, if you can run nuclear the whole time, and produce more power, because we need more power, there's no question. So the way to produce more power, quote unquote, is just to not lose the power, like let the nuclear power plant run at full capacity or whatever, and then be storing the power that we're not using and then re-releasing it later, because we have to plug all the cars in. Like, there are more and more electric vehicles, and that is fantastic. But that means higher demand on the grid. So we really do need to be producing more power and with the power that we do produce, managing it more efficiently. And you do that with battery farms.
Yeah, but you were saying, you guys were claiming that you were wasting the energy. That's my question.
Well, I mean, a nuclear power plant is just it runs on nuclear, right? So I don't think correct me if I'm wrong, but you could just let it run at the highest capacity and then it'll just produce more power, so that's what I mean by the waste, is that, like, I don't think it costs more for it to run at that higher level all the time. It's just that we don't need it overnight, but we sure could use it during the day. That's the whole point of Megapack, to tell you the truth.
I think you
the whole point is to maximize your efficiency. And sorry, I think I rugged before.
Thank you, Smokey. Maybe you can explain it a little better, because I think you know what I'm trying to say, but I may not be being articulate.
I do, but a lot of times people don't realize I know what I'm talking about. So look, when you're dealing with power, you can never get enough, but it's always got to go somewhere. Energy does not sit dormant. If you don't have batteries, it's going to just dissipate over time, right? If you have batteries and you collect the energy, then you can always continue to build a bigger supply, and you never worry about brownouts, blackouts. It just runs wild, and it's beautiful. That's what we need. That's where China is whipping our ass right now. Shrimp was 100% on it. We need to get our shit in order. And I don't know if anybody saw it, but earlier this year, the Department of Energy actually put out, AI is the next Manhattan Project. I wonder why. They need a lot more fucking energy. That's why.
Exactly. The way U.S. is going right now, we are definitely going to be a second most powerful country on Earth. The way we're going, unless we pick up the power generation and distribution advancement. Otherwise, we're not guaranteed.
Let me something explain you. I come back to all of you here, the German guy, following Tesla for 13 years, investing for 13 years already. And The weird part is here in Germany that we invested so much in sustainable energy solutions during the last decades, but we are not capable of storing it, and we are not willing to support buying battery storage to to store the energy we actually create by ourselves right in the moment. But the energy grids, they are so full of solar energy and wind energy that they have to cut off the wind energy and solar power. The only way, the only solution is to force the people to invest in storage solutions. And I think the upcoming solar power investments here in Germany will be connected. We will be only allowed to invest in solar power when you buy battery storage. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But that's the biggest part, in my opinion, which Tesla will benefit from. And nobody, actually, in my opinion, and even not the big investors, they don't see it very clearly. And the advantages they make, it's unbelievable, in my opinion, but nobody's talking about.
Yeah, right on.
There's a reason why civilizations are actually measured on the Kardashev scale, because power generation and your ability to get it is what shows your evolution standard.
Yeah, no, Alexander, that was right on. But there was one thing that Germany did that they shouldn't have done, but is that they closed down all their nuclear plants. You know, that was, I think, in my opinion, that was a big mistake. They should have. I mean, they were heavily reliant on Russia, and now Russia cut them off. You know,
Exactly. That's
yeah.
that's totally true. Yeah, but in my opinion, we were always more dependent on Russia, and not because of nuclear energy before and after. It was always dependency on Russia. It's like a junkie. Yeah, the industry in Germany, the margin rates, they've never been so great. Yeah, here, especially if you look at the automobile industry, the smaller cars, they have minus margin, and they only made money with the big cars. And it's the same. Yeah, they were dependent on cheap energy, and Russia and Putin said, "Okay, we are here, and you can have that." And that was one of the reasons of our prosperity here. And all the parties here decided the same way, and the warnings came from Europe and from US, and the politicians here neglected it always. Yeah. And that was the biggest mistake. Unfortunately, yeah, some of the nuclear plants, they were actually pretty new and very safe, so there was no need to shut them down, in my opinion. But yeah, on the other way, you can't do it if you push solar and wind energy. It's hard to, the money the nuclear industry got during um, the last decades and will receive because of the waste they generate and the money it costs. It's not actually cheap money. It's not really cheap money, cheap energy, in my opinion. But that's maybe only. We still have no solution to store the waste for the next centuries. We haven't found any location yet. Still, so yeah, but these are regulations, and regulations in Germany. They de-accelerate everything. Yeah, we were a very innovative and productive country, and it's no more like that. It's a shame, actually. And this was also one reason. Yeah, and we have to buy the energy from France now
Oh,
because they have the nukes there. Yeah.
you're buying energy from Sweden too. And for that storage technology, that you can also buy from Sweden. You are welcome to buy that technology from us.
Well, I think that's why the fourth megapack factory is going to be in somewhere in Europe to help with the grid, with the storage, and all that. The third one is coming in. I didn't know this. The third one is coming in Austin, Texas, and that's about 1.6 million square foot. Shout out to Cole for sharing that with me. That's about, because right now in Lathrop, it's about 1 million square feet. That's a maximum of 4 gigawatt hours. It looks like this one could be a minimum of 60 gigawatt hours. Could potentially go up to 80 once fully ramped. And then, of course, we have Megapack Shanghai in China, and that's about 2.2 million square feet, which can, once fully ramped, could actually go up to maybe 100 gigawatt hours. So, yeah, Megapack is, I think every year that goes on, Tesla's gonna build one Megapack factory somewhere on the continent, because this Houston one is apparently contracted for January of 2026. Maybe the next one could be sometime mid 2027, maybe sooner. I don't know, but definitely energy is a very, very big one that we definitely need. Fab, welcome, my man. You have your hand up.
Hey guys, what's going on? Long time no speak. How are ya?
Great.
Awesome. How about you?
Joe? Good. Joe, Pejjy, Fa, Smokey, and Alexander. I see you guys. Hope you guys and everybody else that's in the group. Hope you guys have enjoyed your long weekend so far. So your boy just got back from the Tesla dealership. I just went to go test drive the Model 3. And no mistakes this time. I'm excited because I know version 14 is coming. It's really exciting. I also have some exciting news to let you guys know that I bought the dip rather heavily. So I'm really excited to be a proud Tesla investor once again and not just a swing trader. So, things are ramping up. I've been keeping up with Pejjy's posts and just really excited that I can finally be here again. Life's been really busy the last couple months, and it happens every summer with my kid and transitioning from work to summer hours, and then in a couple of weeks I'll be going back to regular work hours, so I'll be more than likely able to be attentive on the spaces again. And I'm looking forward to being back and hanging out with you all. And it sounds like you guys were talking about like the energy stuff, which I've just barely scratched the surface on. Before I kind of give my piece on the gigawatt factory stuff, I want to give a heartfelt congratulations to Alexander for all of his amazing hard work and commitment to Sweden. I've been keeping up with his progress, and if it wasn't for him, Sweden wouldn't be making the moves that it is. So I want to give you my flowers, dude. Massive congratulations to all of your success, and please continue to do what you need to do for the country. In terms of what I feel like with the solar energy, I think, and I'm not really fully versed in it, so please excuse my ignorance if there is any. And Joseph, I welcome you to rip my asshole open if you need to. But I think that, despite the fact that the administration's being a little bit weird and sketchy with solar, because it looks like they're putting more of a nuanced want on nuclear, doesn't necessarily mean that solar's kind of like out of the question the way the markets have been reacting to it. I think solar is going to be a really important play for Tesla. And I'm looking forward to their energy numbers. The gigawatt factories, the way that they're expanding look really promising. And I really hope that Elon doesn't get super distracted with all the bullshit that's going on in the UK, and he can stay focused on Tesla, because, the last thing we need is another crazy political headwind. And I don't know how you guys are all feeling about that, but I wanted to kind of say my two pieces here and kind of, I guess, pivot the discussion in that respect. But happy to be back. Again, happy long weekend to all of you amazing beauties. And just wanted to give you guys an update on my life. And once again, proud to be a Tesla investor. So thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Fab. Yeah. Yeah. Elon gonna Elon, um, before I hand mic to Jennifer, I want to say hi to two new friend here. Um, one guy is a bear. He's a bear. He say he's
Yes,
a
it's actually a Swedish bear because it's using the Swedish ö, which says björn, which is bear in Swedish.
yeah. So is he bear about Tesla? What is going on, Bjorn?
Yeah, thanks for having me here. No, I was actually asking to join as a speaker because I was a little bit. I'm getting a little bit annoyed with the. I'm not totally against the U.S. administration as it is today. That's not what I'm saying. But when they bundle wind and solar as the problem, then we have a problem with this. Because I'm all for nuclear. I'm all for stable electricity production. But when you actually say that wind and solar is the problem, then you're actually just bundling the one problem with one thing that shouldn't be a problem, because we have solutions for solar. And I think with AI and server farms, if we think about those, when you look how to the servers are utilized, you will notice that it's actually corresponding with actual usage of the AI. So when people are actually making queries, that's when the load is getting higher. And what I mean by that is that it's very useful then to have, daylight, solar generation storage, so that you can manage the peak hours. And then during the nighttime, there will be a little bit less load. So it's going to be very useful to have this solution. And so it's counterproductive to have an administration that talks against solar because they just want to put it against fossil fuel usage. It's not very constructive. I understand why they do it, but I don't really accept it. So that's just all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, this was like from the get-go that the administration would have done this. And I don't mind about that. I just wish that if they're gonna do this with solar and wind, they should do this with gas and oil. Cancel all subsidies. Why does it have to be just wind and solar? And I don't think they're doing that with gas and oil. But I mean, this is what this administration was planning to do from the start.
This is why I think it's so important to have lobbyists on our side and have PR on our side, because if the gas and coal company, they can have enough money to buy some love from the administration, why can't we? I mean, I'm sure I'm the minority here, but I keep thinking that we need a lot of say in the administration, and we need a lot of love. We may as well buy it, or we pay for it in pain down the road. So, but yeah, sorry, I'm ranting. Back to you.
While this administration may not be very positive about solar and wind, they are positive about battery storage, the stationary storage. And I can tell you, I've seen the EPA grants and stuff, they're not changing for stationary storage. I do know that Virginia Dominion Power is ordering batteries. I'm not sure from who yet. And I can tell you that they are or already did install several megapacks at XAI. And we're going to see that a lot with data centers. So I don't know if you know this, but Blackstone, they announced a $25 billion investment in some sort of AI facility in, I want to say it's Pennsylvania. And then in the same week, they bought 6.5% of a stationary battery, company. So, it's sad that it's not talked about more, but I can tell you that they are bullish on stationary storage. I think Megapack is going to do gangbusters.
I agree with you. Yeah, you were talking about the Pennsylvania summit that they had, the AI and Power Summit.
Well, no, I'm talking about there's an AI project. It's either a data center or an AI project that's in Pennsylvania. And Blackstone actually did invest $25 billion. But then I don't want to mention the other company because I'm not trying to pump other companies in the space. But there is a stationary battery company, stationary storage company that they also then announced a 6.5% interest in. So, I mean, that's quite interesting when you're seeing like the big players pay attention to stationary storage. And so I encourage everybody to learn as much as you can about it, because I think Megapack, like even when you look at Elon's slides, you know, during the shareholder meeting, like the power, the energy S curve is much larger than the cars or FSD. Like I think he is really, and I agree with him, he believes that we are going to you know, make a lot more money on stationary storage. You know, solar is very competitive, and there's a lot of different producers of solar. So it's like, you know, Tesla's a piece of the pie, but they're not an industry leader. They are an industry leader when it comes to stationary storage. So I think we're just going to do amazing with that.
I think the one you're talking about was actually 80 bill, if I remember right. It was
Oh,
about a
good
month
Lord.
ago.
Oh, yeah, it was about a month ago.
Yeah, it was a lot bigger.
Oh, dang.
Yep.
Yeah, the last I
Because,
heard was 25 bill. Dang, 80 billion's a lot.
yeah, Palantir is going to be a part of that too, by the way. Alex Karp was there as well. So it's going to be a huge thing. Yeah.
Well, encourage everybody to learn about energy. It's not a bad thing. And Jen is hinting the stock called EDOS. Is that how do I say it right?
Yeah, EOS. The ticker symbol is
Yeah.
EOSE. Yes, that's all they do is they make stationary storage. They have a different battery chemistry than Tesla does. So the advantages with Megapack is, you know, lithium iron phosphate's a lot lighter. So I do know that some of the batteries that Virginia Dominion Power are purchasing are batteries that they're able to move. Because I have somebody in my family that works for Dominion, and he's the one who told me about it. So they're planning on buying batteries that they're able to move. You cannot move the EOS batteries because they're zinc battery chemistry and they're a lot heavier. So yes, but EOS is doing quite well. Yeah. And so because I'm so heavily invested in energy, I just, you know, I've really done a lot of research on the batteries, and the future is bright, guys.
The one thing also I'd like to add into that, we need as much as we can get. It doesn't matter from whom.
Yeah, there's like no, like the total addressable market for stationary storage is outrageous. Like it's huge. Like everybody has back orders. Like Megapack is back ordered. Like we can't make enough of them. And I think that's why we continue to make Megapack factories. And the margins are really great on them as well. It's a simple product, you know, relatively compared to like making different models of cars and stuff. So I think as shareholders, we should be very, very excited about Megapack.
Yeah, not to mention, I think that in this quarter, in Q3, I think Tesla's going to deploy at least 12.5 gigawatt hours of energy deployment, which that'll be around 3.5 billion in revenue and almost nearly a billion, or if not a billion, for the first time in profits, which I'm really eyeing on for this Q3. So it's a sheesh moment. Yeah. So I'm very excited to see what energy is and seeing the Megapack factories being built, you know, looking for locations and stuff like that. Very exciting stuff. And so if you add all of them, if you add, like, let's say, the Megapack factory in Shanghai, the one in Lathrop, and the one in Houston that's going to come up, that's going to be at least 120 gigawatt hours of energy, at least. And that's about what, almost 11 billion, 12 billion in revenue, and maybe 2 to 3. I would say if it's 30%, that's about 3, maybe 3.5 billion in profits, gross profit, which is a sheesh moment coming just from the energy. So, and this is going to be a growing sector for Tesla. So, I mean, this is a very big part of. I mean, I'm in it for the robo taxis, but hey, man, this energy stuff is amazing. JC, my man, welcome to the space. How you been?
Hey, how you doing, Pejjy? How you doing, brother? Hey, Fa and
Hello,
Alexander and
JC.
Jennifer.
Yay.
Hey, how are y'all? Smokey. I love listening to y'all, and I've learned a ton today about energy and whatnot. Yeah, I'll tell you that that place here in Houston is coming along really, really well. The new mega factory. And speaking to, I think it was Bjorn was talking about the policies here in the States. Well, I'll tell you, you know, I drove out in West and North Central Texas coming back from Colorado um, this weekend, and there's solar farms and wind farms all over the place out there. So I have caught on to what Elon is doing here, and I've kind of changed my tune here. So what I think's going on is they are creating these Marxist socialist wind farms and solar farms out in West Texas. They're taking over the place. They've got transgender toads out there on the farms that are going to transmit that electricity over to the mega factory in Houston, Texas. Those mega factories are going to link up with South American walruses that have solar panels on them. And then that is going to transmit enough power to bring forth the interdimensional lizard people that are going to meld into Optimus. And then it's over. The New World Order is here. I am with the state of California and all the European countries now. They are doing it right. Set up as much regulation as possible to where you cannot build these things. Say all the right things, but then on the other side, make it impossible to build, because that's the only way we're going to stop Elon. I see what he's doing. I see it. He's bringing out those interdimensional demons, and they're
Hello. I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Please keep going. I was laughing so hard and I hit the wrong button. Jesse, I'm sorry. Oh, that's spicy, juicy. I love it. All right, come back.
Rant on.
He's still going without
I've been going. I'm still going. I'm still on the interdimensional demons, and y'all stopped me. Y'all muted me. See, this is what I'm telling you, everybody in this space, be forewarned. This is what Elon's trying to do. This is what all these people here are trying to do. Stand with Europe and make it impossible to build any of this stuff. Say the right things in public, but don't build a damn thing. Because out in West Texas and North Central Texas, those postmodern Marxists with their wind farms and solar panels, I'm telling you, it's all about the New World Order. And I'm on to you too, Pejjy and Fa and Alexander, and I will talk to y'all later.
Did they legalize cannabis in Texas?
Unfortunately,
Watch your
no.
mouth, boy.
I think this is not a weed. I think he on mushroom smoothies and this morning. Oh, this is so good. Yeah. Oh, how do I gonna follow from this? Oh, this is so good. Oh, well,
This is why we
going
love
back for
JC.
yeah. Oh, I love him. We need to we need to have more time with him. Just do the space to go rant about it. This is awesome, juicy every minute of it, and it's so true
It
too.
just for that, I gotta visit Texas a whole lot earlier now.
Gotta go see them lizard people.
Yeah, we're just busy, Bill. I was trying to be a dumbass, and therefore, yeah. So to Europeans in the space that, yeah, everybody on X knows that I'm not the hugest Trump fan. I'm an Elon guy. So, I did what I had to do. I support Elon. I'm not a Trump guy. Yeah, he's full of shit most of the time, talking about Trump. Don't look at that. Come to Texas and see what they're building. That's all. Like, everybody's so concentrated on what the US administration is doing. Dude, there are so many damn solar panels and windmills out in West Texas and North Central Texas that I mean, you can't drive a mile without seeing 10 of them, and they're all spinning like crazy. So all of the fudge you hear about wind farms, not, the wind doesn't blow. Well, I don't know when it doesn't damn blow in Texas. I mean, it's always blowing out there. So, and the solar panels, so I don't know all the economics into that, Pejjy. All I can tell you is there's a bunch of dude in John Deere hats and overalls and a big old tip of, big chaw red man, and they're out there amongst huge wind farms and solar panels, and they're just doing it, and probably because they're making money at it, because that's the main color here in Texas is green, and not the Green New Deal, but the green on your cash. And so that's what I would tell folks that are hearing that and think that that's what the U.S. is doing. You could not be further from the truth. You just need to visit the state of Texas.
I'll take it any way I get it. I know that.
There's another energy source on the horizon which is pretty interesting, and that's geothermal energy. I know that has been a thing before, but now we have kind of, at least in Sweden, we are working on some projects where they drill like 7 kilometers down into the ground. That's like 4 miles, and they take, because you have like the boiling water pretty much down on that depth. You can use that to make energy and heat homes. And the reason we haven't had that before in a large scale is kind of because we haven't had the technology to drill that deep, at least economically, right? So that is also a new renewable source of energy, which is really interesting that I'm looking forward to.
Any way we can get it's good, man. The entire world, dude.
Yeah. Okay, I know how to come back from JC now. Thank you, Alex. I watched a YouTube video at night the other day. One of the YouTuber show China. They basically like go to like motor expo, not motor expo, like car show, and it's all electric car over there. They have the car that drive itself. Um, it's another brand that's not Tesla. I forget the brand, whatever. And they show the buildings. Like the building is lit. It's lit up. It's so pretty. Like, oh my God, where have I been? Why I didn't know this before? And it's like before go to bed, I don't know why YouTube do this to me. It's always show me like downtown San Francisco or downtown Chicago or downtown Vancouver. I don't know what is a random YouTube try to enlighten me, but in the end of the night, I'm like, oh Jesus, China is a first world country, but we are the third world country. What is going on here? And my hope, my hope is I Tesla gonna give the power to the AI, and the AI gonna fix our problem. Oh my God, maybe I'm wrong. Like what you guys see? Do you guys see that? Or I'm just in a weird bubble myself. Like the the Olympic, the robot Olympic in China. What the fuck? Like, dude, like it's fast. It's faster than me. The robot in China. Like, and I'm excited about the Optimus dancing and do like what you guys think? Hello, Fab. What you think?
Hey,
Hi
I was
guys.
wondering if I could add to the energy before you change topic.
Oh, okay, Eddie. Hello.
Hey, so the first thing, just to push back a little bit on, I mean, it's not like I agree with the Trump administration either, but I think the real reason why they took away the subsidies is because 80% of solar production is from China, and we're basically supporting the Chinese economy. The thing about solar is, the technology is so good that you get the return on investment is so quick that you get free electricity after that. And the reason why, Tesla Mega Factory is so good is because they're really the only one. They do have competitors, but they're the only one that have a complete end-to-end solution. Like you guys mentioned, EOS. EOS has the zinc bromide battery, and that's great. But they use they have to partner with Flex in order to do the energy management system. Tesla does the whole system. They do the energy management. They do the auto bidder, like what Jennifer was talking about. They do they do the BMS. They have the whole system. And EOS again only does the battery part. So there's a lot more money in not just servicing the battery, not just providing the battery, but servicing the battery, and then also like trading the energy. So what Alex was talking about earlier with losing electricity and stuff like that. When you add battery to it, in order to bring things up, what Jennifer was talking about, peaker plants and stuff like that, you have to be able to match the grid frequency. So like in the US, we have electricity at 60 hertz, right? And it's very inefficient to power up and power down the systems. With megapacks, it's instantaneous because it's always, it's manual, it's computer controlled so that it's always controlled at that thing. So what the overall solution is to have energy production be more efficient so that you're using battery to buffer the system and you don't have to power up and power down and go through those inefficient process. And so I just wanted to add that I think what Joseph was talking about with Elon going into solar, I kind of agree with that too. I think we made a mistake with using solar tiles because solar tiles is only mainly for residential. And you see a lot of solar farms that, uses like commercial solar panels. And there's a way for Elon to actually automate that. I think the hurdle that he's going to run into is that because for the last few decades, we've been like relying on China, we kind of built up their supply chain for solar. And so it's going to be a lot harder for us to like match that and, to build up our own supply chain. And so I think Elon maybe has a plan for that in order for him to, automate the building of commercial solar panels.
Well said. Well said.
All right. Thumb up. Can I go back to humanoid robot? Fab, how's it going? What up?
Hey, Fa. So you remember how you were talking about how countries aren't on the level of China? Well, as a fellow Canadian, part of me wants to be in Kuwait with Pejjy because, it's kind of hilarious how like borderline communist socialists we're becoming. I thought we were part of the North American dream of being a capitalist society, but it's an absolute fucking joke up here. I actually, when I was at the Tesla dealership, I was asking them what their inventory is, and they said they've had to cut supply because of the government of Canada and all the bullshit that was the Trudeau government, now the Mark Carney government. Canada is walking itself backwards. It's going to take at least 6 to 12 months for anybody to order a Tesla now, which is insane to me because it's like this is one of the most leading cars on the roads. And, Pejjy knows this when I talk about it because I'm from Toronto and I'm actually sitting on the Gardiner right now, which is our main highway, and it is a jerk fest. And I just think if every single person on the highway that I'm driving on right now owned a Tesla, this little snake movement of stop and go traffic would be gone. None of it would have existed. And it's such a shame that Canada as a country is walking away from being a first world country to almost being like a second world country. And, we still pride ourselves in being world leaders. And I hate to say it as a Canadian, but I want to get the fuck out of this country because it's such a joke. But yeah, to kind of go on to your point, Canada is also lagging behind Europe. It's lagging behind the United States and 100%, probably at least 100 years behind China. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
If Canada is ahead of anything, it's ahead of LGBTQ. Anyways.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, no, Canada, like I said that I don't want to steer too off from Tesla here, but I voted for Pierre because I'm done with this bull crap, right? But for some reason, we elected the same garbage government that's been wrecking the country again for the next 4 years. And I've already made my decision that if that happens, I'm going to go to the States. I mean, I'm here in Kuwait, but then, I'm seeing what's going on in Canada. I'm not liking what's going on in Canada. And I'm just like, man, it's time to plan for the States. I was planning to come to Austin this summer. Didn't happen. Bogged down here in Kuwait. Next year for sure. I'm in Texas because I'm seeing a lot of good stuff going on there. But yeah, no. It's weird. These liberals, I don't know what's wrong with these liberals. Like, I don't understand it. Like, Tesla is everything that they stand for, but they still they go against him because of Elon. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, yeah. But that sucks, Fab. That, because of the government, there's gonna be a 6 to 12 months wait, and on top of that, there's tariffs on it, and yeah, that's just terrible.
As a right
They had to
leaner,
walk it
I
back
find
though,
it very
Pejjy.
weird what you just said because I agree it doesn't make sense. It's everything the left stands for, and they're burning it to the ground. Why?
Because Elon is bad.
Silly, man.
It's almost
It's
like
very weird
Elon
when you
did a
have a prime
psyop on
minister.
some of these countries.
Yeah, well,
It-
it's also weird when you have a prime minister that is fiscally conservative but socially liberal, and he's got a daughter that's trans. Not anything against anybody that has like a kid that is trans. Like, I'm not trying to say anything. It's just very fucking weird how you have almost like a dual or a triple mandate going on. Just to kind of shed some light on the politics of Canada for those of you guys that don't know about it. And Pejjy, I want to respect the fact that you also have been paying attention to what's been going on because it is absolutely crazy. And one other thing before I kind of mute myself is our housing market is on the verge of crashing. So if you guys hear any bullshit within the next 12 months of houses getting absolutely fucked, then that's what's going to be going on because our condos are in choke too. That's all, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, Canada is not in the best state right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad I'm not there. I mean, Quay has his own problems, has his own problems, but I mean, Canada's just everyone that I talk to in Canada, they're all like very upset. They're very not happy, and I'm just like, well, why didn't you vote for the other guy? Why'd you guys vote for him? Because you're afraid of Trump? So stupid. Anyways, yeah, that's just ridiculous. Yes, Jennifer.
So I have a question for y'all because you might know. Do we have any update on Cybercab and Cybercab production?
So I think just yesterday, Joe Tagmeyer just posted some stuff with the Cybercab. It looks like it's becoming more and more of a thing in around Giga Texas. It seems like they're still on track to go for volume production in the first quarter of 2026. We'll see what the update is going to be in Q3 earnings call. But so far, it's looking like it's on track. But I don't know. I know. We spoke last time. Texas has they made it uh, not free, but they passed a permit where you can drive a car without a steering wheel in Texas, in the state of Texas. So they're definitely going to start the robo taxis with the Cybercab there first.
Pejjy, you saw the photo from Facade. There's a Cybercab with a steering wheel in
Yeah,
crazy.
no, no. Elon did clarify that in Q2 earnings call, saying that no, it's just we do that because some of the things we still what was he explained it why they did it. It's not for sale. It's not for anything like that. It's for like, well, how do we turn the car this way? How do we turn it that way? Oh, the way we do it is we have to have a steering wheel so we can teach it or something like that. It's part of the process of how they want to get this thing up and running. But yeah, they just put it in because they just need to, fix some stuff or advance some stuff. But
All right.
yeah, no, I mean, I mean, if hey man, look, if the affordable model outside from the 3 and Y, it's going to be a Cybercab with a steering wheel, dude, I will. I mean, take my money. But that's not going to be the case because there's going to be a dedicated robo taxi, just that.
I think you're right on that one.
Wait. Okay, so Cybercab, the gold shiny thing, the butterfly door, that one will not have steering wheel ever. It's just gonna be the product of its own. That's it. And the the cheaper model, the affordable model, what is it? What you guys know? What you guys think?
Use Tesla.
I hate to break it to you, but I think it's going to be the stripped down Model Y, perhaps. I'm not sure. I think they're not releasing the long Model Y in the United States because it'll kind of cannibalize sales for the Model X if people need more seating. And quite frankly, in China, there is significant competition. I mean, we're still selling really, really well, but there's a lot of buyers in China. There's a lot of Chinese. So, to stay competitive in that market, we kind of had to release the long Model Y. But I mean, we've all heard that possibly they're going to do a lower trim Model Y. I don't know how I feel about that. It would be nice. I would love if they would do the Cybercab with the steering wheel, or even without, but you have to buy FSD or something, and it's legal in all 50 states. I'm sure that'll come, but it would be really cool to buy that one. I really like that car.
You guys know that the biggest risk to Cybercab is that in the US, we require a new law to be passed in order to make more than 2,500 of them. And until we get that, we cannot make a car without controls.
So
Yeah, but
here is my one concern with Tesla right now is, Robotaxi is expanding, and I think that's fantastic, but they're currently using Model Ys. And Model Y is our most popular vehicle. It's the best-selling vehicle on Earth. But until we can use Cybercab, we're going to be cannibalizing our Model Y sales. So with that combined with the fact that the stock is not as high as it was in the beginning of the year, because it was like 420 in the beginning of the year, I would be a little concerned with people selling, in December for tax purposes, and satisfying those wash sale rules and coming back in 30 days. I am not a bear. I'm definitely a bull. I'm just saying this is my one caution is that it may take us a little longer to roll out Cybercab, Cybertaxi, if we're using Model Ys, or we're going to end up cannibalizing our Model Y sales. So we're just going to have to see how it plays out. I still believe that just being long is the smartest thing to do, because the minute that robotaxis everywhere, I feel like the stock's going to double. So, and that's not financial advice. That's just my opinion as some chick on the internet.
I think you're actually exactly right.
Can I just say that I think you're being conservative?
But I wouldn't put as much emphasis on the cars and what they're actually producing for the public. I think he's focused, and I don't think within the next year, I bet you that robo-taxi is going to be everywhere. That's going to become the focus within the next year, I think. It's not even going to be like what's releasing where. Nobody will give a shit.
yeah, what's interesting here is that Elon is extremely, extremely confident about this. So maybe he has some info that we don't have, but he's extremely confident about this. Like when he talks about volume production of the Cybercab, and then Eddie's talking about they can only make 2,500. I mean, I don't know. That's very interesting.
Well, there's been like 4 attempts at a law, from the Senate for a car without controls. So it's not like there hasn't been any activity around it. It's just that, maybe Tesla is definitely working with, the administration in order to try to get this passed. But there just hasn't been anything, that we've seen that, that is close to being signed. And the worst case scenario is they can just put controls on there and then maybe sell it. But I mean, the thing about the Cybercab is the unit economics with the Cybercab is better than anything else that we have.
I mean, realistically, even if they put it on there with the wheel, right, it's just going to cost a little more. The actual foundation is still there. It's just you're going to take
do
off
y'all
the
mind if
profit a little bit.
Can I ask Eddie a question?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
I also think like,
Okay.
sorry. I think Jennifer, you have a fair point, but I'm not too worried about cannibalization on the Model Y to Model Y robotaxi, because there is excess capacity, and also I don't know, and I put it out there, but I mean, if there is underutilization, for instance in Berlin, importing like for cogs to the US from Berlin, would that even be a possibility, and not having to pay the tariffs? Just thinking. because it would be an internal trade.
Wait, can someone help me understand his question? The bear. What bear tried to ask?
Yeah, what I'm asking is that if you actually have like overcapacity in some factories, if you're actually only transfer for internal usage within your own company, would that actually be subject to tariffs? So, for instance, if you were to take some excess capacity in Berlin and produce robo-taxis for the U.S. markets, would that be possible? I don't know. I mean, just to mitigate like Jennifer's concern.
I got it. I got it.
I mean, why would you do that? You're going to need cybercabs everywhere. So I don't understand the point of that question, honestly. So the thing about the cybercab is, look, this is everything, culmination of everything they've been working on. This is the unbox process, the 48 volt, the steer by wire, all the stuff that they tested in the Cybertruck, and that they're trying to ramp up the supply chain on it. This is how they're able to produce a cybercab every 5 seconds or whatever, 5 minutes or whatever, or the thing. I think it's 5 seconds, honestly. But this is, the combination of a lot of their work. And unfortunately for the US, I mean, I have a weird take about it because, the cybercab is the future, and we're relying on, ancient people, old people, to the lawmakers to make these decisions for us, and they don't have a forward-looking perspective. And so, it's kind of it's an odd situation to be in, but a lot is riding on it, in my opinion. And again, it's not like they don't have a fallback plan.
Hey, Eddie, is the 500 rule, is that for sales to individuals or just all ins? Because here in Texas, we're already, from Greg Abb, the governor of the state, they're already, I mean, he sat in one of these things. Obviously, they had to throw him in it, but you can, they're already talking about, um, you know, getting these cyber cabs out there. You've had Sean Duffy in one, you've had the governor of the state. I mean, so there's definitely no issue in Texas per se. Now, granted, that's where I guess to table set, my question is the 500 rule for sale to customers in the United States, or is it just to put
No,
on the road? Because they're
2,500
already
for
making
testing
plans.
purposes.
They're already making plans in Texas for way more than that. And that would be like in less than a year and a half. I can't speak to other states, but I'm with you, Eddie. I mean, obviously, Texas still falls under federal rules, when it comes to like NHTSA and stuff like that. So I guess the question is are you talking about like sales to individual customers? Because there's already plans to put more than 500, but it would be in Tesla's network. It wouldn't be sales to individuals here in the state of Texas.
JC,
No, I
as you
think the
just
rule.
said, Sean Duffy popped in and actually did that. That's overall nation. So I think it's already in the plans. So unless he
Yeah,
gets
no,
changed out,
but
I think it's going
Smokey,
to full
can I
speed
ask the
ahead.
question? Can I ask the question to Eddie? I get you,
Yeah,
Smokey.
sure.
Yeah. So is it just when you say 500? Because I looked on Grok and specifically for like the Tesla network, and they said there was no 500 requirement. So that's why I was asking. Is that like
No, it's 2,500 for testing purposes. If you look up at NHTSA, you could have up to 2,500 cars without controls for testing purposes.
okay? Yeah. Well, Texas has always been pretty good at begging for forgiveness later. Maybe this will be one of those as well.
All right. I have a question about master plan part 4. It's 2 o'clock. So Pejjy gonna need his beauty sleep, but we're gonna jam this topic in quick. Who want to go guess what in it? Who want to put it on the table? Who want to go first? What is in Elon mind? So I think he's not telling us about everything in master plan part 4 because he's waiting for his package to be discussed. The last one still didn't get paid yet. that the committee is trying to give him 29 billion in called good faith. So like, oh yeah, you work hard and I know all the bullshit, but here's 29 billion in a stock option that you cannot really sell it for another 5 years. And Elon say, hey, thank you. Well, I hope all this madness is like get resolved. The dude definitely more than earn his package, and the new package is gonna come out. I don't know when, but I guess I don't know. This is my little pea brain thing. Maybe after we figure it out, his package, and he get paid some money, he will release his master plan part 4. All right. I saw Feb hand up. What up, friend?
To kind of build on your point, Fa, I also think Kimball and the rest of anybody who's an Tesla enthusiast needs to continue putting pressure on those who are trying to prevent this package from going on, because I feel like we're just kind of beating a dead horse when I say this, but like, what other CEO other than Elon has been able to basically revolutionize this new brand new type of technology? He's going to be the first of any CEO to be able to do this. So why are we punishing the man instead of giving him what he deserves? Like, he hasn't been paid in what, 8 years? So what? If he falls off the face of the earth, are we just going to turn around and say, oh, well, I guess he's not getting his compensation package now because what does it matter? But I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I can't believe we're in 2025, right? Even after all that nonsense that they had to go through with the stock and with the shareholders vote and everything, we're still at the point where we're still worrying about like the bullshit that a Delaware judge who had no authority to do what she did, we have to deal with this as shareholders. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it also makes me so bullish on the stock as well. So I look forward to the day where he's not just going to get, oh, here's a little piece of your package, Elon, where he gets the whole thing, and rightfully so, and then he can do whatever the fuck he wants with it, right? I think at this point in time, I think it's fair to say he's absolutely entitled.
Nice. Joseph.
I try to answer your question. What I think is in the master plan number 4. I think it's definitely focused on sustainable abundance, and then also he's using AI as a service. So that's going to be integrating AI, useful real world AI, and the Tesla ecosystem on energy together. So if you're a third party company, you can participate in the ecosystem. And then by paying or subscribing a service, you can use all kinds of real world services and pay a one subscription fee. And you can use Grok, and you can use AI phone, different AI devices in the real world. And if you're a developer, you can also work on this and make money for your own revenue. And then as an end user, if you subscribe to the ecosystem you can have basically not unlimited, but very affordable energy, and also very affordable AI, real world AI in the form of autonomous vehicle, humanoid robot at home as a service, all kinds of stuff. So it will be a comprehensive ecosystem altogether. Just FYI.
Yo, I love that. Oh, nice. All right, who have a hand up? I love it. I think you're getting there. I agree. Bijan, did I see your hand up, or it's fake news?
No, it's not fake news. I actually love what I also what you said, Joseph, earlier. But I think what he indicated when he was posting on X is that he needs to be a little bit more concise than he was with Master Plan 3. So for me, I think he's going to take big parts of Master Plan 3 and kind of crystallize it. And it's not going to be the only thing. So I think there will be some other spices to it. But I think he's trying to kind of reiterate what he was saying in Plan 3 and just make it understandable for people. This is what I read when I saw his post on X. And I hope that this will be the case, because there is so much in Master Plan 3 that is still to be combated and fixed. So that's what I'm hoping for. But I would love to see also a little bit, let's say, how AI actually profoundly will influence humanity going forward. It's super important, and I hope you will address it properly.
Nice. I think you might right or you might wrong. I think the master plan part 4 might give us the guidance. Hold on, I don't want to tell what I think yet. Okay, JC, you want to go? I'm gonna save mine to last. Or Pejjy. Or Smokey. How about Smokey go? Master plan part 4, what do you think?
I actually think Joseph hit it right on the nail, personally.
All right. Pejjy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think to add to what Joseph had to say, it's that as well as may sound a little crazy, but just transportation as well as maybe some space stuff in there. I don't know, but what Joseph how he outlined it was absolutely spot on, in my opinion. Jennifer.
Uh,
Oh, JC.
Oh,
I was just
go
going to
ahead,
say,
JC.
I'm sorry, Jennifer. I was just going to tell Fa, I already gave y'all my master plan part 4, and we've got to do everything in our power to stop it.
Oh my God, you're too funny. I love the comic relief.
Oh, this is very good.
I have to say, I think Joseph's right. There's a lot of support for that too, because there are 2 cell phones that I know of that are compatible with Starlink already, and I know that they're planning on cell service from Starlink so that there will be no dead zones. So what I think is really going to happen with Master Plan 4 is that Elon is going to outline very clearly how all the Musk companies work together to build a better tomorrow. And of course, Tesla has a huge part in that. So, I'm sure he'll be talking about Tesla's part in Master Plan 4. But, at this point, no one can deny that all of his companies work very well together and are going to only become more integrated. And so I think that that's going to be the real beauty of it, is when everybody can see like the whole plan. So it's going to be everything from nuking Mars, like I had like I said earlier, and Optimus robots, terraforming and everything. And then it's going to be the telecommunications with Starlink pairing with Grok as well from XAI. It's going to be how you can communicate with all of your friends and family like we're doing right now. Like we're talking to people all over the world live on X, So I think it's going to be an intricate yet understandable roadmap to how all of the companies are going to bring us to a brighter future as humanity.
Beautiful. Okay, I just see the hand up. Seth, is that you?
Yeah. Hi again. I wanted to also add on to Jennifer's point because I'm in full agreement with her. And this is just kind of like not only just for Tesla, I think for a lot of big companies at large that you're going to see unfolding within, the AI space over the next couple of years. Even though I am still fully in deep in my thoughts and deeply convicted that Tesla is going to be the first company that's going to dominate the entire synergistic ecosystems. But a lot of the other tickers, again, I'm not so one to pump tickers that are not Tesla, but there's another company I'm invested in and they're doing something similar with like cybersecurity, but they're doing a lot of synergy. And I think like the companies, I would even argue like some of the Mag 7s, if they do not adopt an ecosystem where they can build and they can be able to capitalize on more than just one total addressable market, then they are going to be left behind. And so you're going to see over the next 2 to 3 years that ecosystems are going to be at the forefront of the AI revolution, because we are entering into the golden age, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm really excited to see where Tesla's going to be able to go with it. And we can finally put to bed this stupid narrative of Tesla's just a car company. It's just an EV. No, it's much more than that. And I do remember, I just want to kind of reflect on this really quickly, is I remember watching Pejjy last year on one of the earnings calls, I believe it was either Q2 or Q3, where the energy numbers were astronomically phenomenal despite the lack of auto sales. And when he told us that on the earnings call, I immediately thought, wow, they're starting the ecosystem, and we're just so freaking early to witnessing one of the greatest revolutionizations of a Mag 7 company. Not even just like a company that's on the NASDAQ or on the S&P. Tesla's at the forefront of it. So I'm just really excited to see how the whole ecosystem unfolds. I'm really, really, really bullish.
Nice. All right. Smokey, please.
Hey, if I can really quick, I'm just going to piggyback off him. So this is what I've been trying to portray to a lot of people. What he just said is so on point. If you're an investor in this day and age, you better understand synergies, because these mega corporations are about to synergize, and that is where the real winner is. You're going to see it coming within the next decade. I've been trying to tell people, a lot of people have been pushing back and not listening. We'll see it. Right on, Fab.
Thank you, man.
So we have one last speaker here that's been quiet. Alex from German. You want to guess master plan part 4? You still here?
Yes, I'm here. What did I miss? I'm sorry. I was just in a short conversation with my neighbor. What did you ask me? I'm sorry.
All right. I I asked master plan part 4. Do you have a guess what Elon about to release, telling us?
When? I'm sorry. I'm acoustically. I didn't
It
understand.
is okay. It is okay. I
I'm
ask you again next week. All right.
Well, I just wanted to raise one question. Have
Okay.
you all in mind how many bitcoins these companies have? I don't know if you talked about already, but I found this information today very interesting. That they have large amounts, SpaceX and Tesla as well, and yeah, in some parts I think it's a risk, but I think if you look at the prices they bought Bitcoin, I think it's still a very good investment. And what do you think about this thing? And what do you think generally? Will investors hopefully look closer, more and more look closer on the actual numbers? Because I have, in my opinion, that stock investors generally, especially here in Germany,
All right. I have to mute. Okay. I have to mute. I'm sorry. I gonna put that in the back pocket of me. We're gonna park the Bitcoin conversation because I have that in my mind too, and we can bring the Bitcoin next week. I'm sorry, Alex. I definitely want to talk about that, but we went over time, and I want to wrap up the master plan part 4 because I've been thinking about it. All right. So what?
Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. What I see and what I see in master plan part 4 is like what all you guys say. It's gonna be the, what is the word? Singularly. Elon gonna roll
Singularity.
out. Yeah, he gonna roll out. This is a new way to make money. A lot of money. The money is too much, so much that we're not gonna have to worry about money anymore. Future of abundance. What is the word?
Abundance.
Abundance. Yes, it's gonna come in the AI form, right? And he's gonna tell us this is what Tesla gonna do: the car, the battery pack, the AI humanoid robot, and even the software, the XAI. Even I saw it here and there too. People ask him if he ever gonna make the phone, and he's like, the future is, maybe it's not a phone, but it's gonna be the hardware, the platform that we don't even, it's probably don't need an app. The AI gonna do the whole thing. And I'm so excited. And XAI have that the side business that they just announced the Marco Hart, that one, Marco Hart. Oh, dude. So all of this gonna go in the blender, or Elon gonna cook it, and it's gonna come out like wow, 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 wow. So that's is what I think. That's all. I love the Bitcoin topic. Thank you for bringing up, Alexander. And because Pejjy is in the Kuwait, and my kid about to stand up and yelling at me. We definitely should talk about it, because when Elon bought a Bitcoin, a lot of people is like crying, literally crying in the bathroom, and come on X and yelling at all of us like, you guys, right? Elon did everything Elon says, right? I'm selling Tesla stock, and they sell it at 313 back in the day, 280, 313. It's so angry about it, and Tesla went up to 480. So the future will unfold, but I think the Bitcoin part of Tesla is golden. It's beautiful. We can talk about it. All right, right on. I
Thanks.
want to plug in quick. One plug in. Beautiful Jen here is her knowledge about battery is on point. Click on her profile. Go talk to her. DM her. She introduced me to the stock it is, and I bought just a little bit, and I just wish I bought more. That's all I say. And Tesla at 333.33 cents. What a funny number. I pin it up there. It is I don't know, it's cheap. It is cheap for the amount of battery and energy that they're gonna sell, and the amount of AI that they're gonna release in the whole world. This is like bonker. And Joseph here, one of our speaker, have fantastic podcast with Pejjy. Last episode, I was like talking to myself in the kitchen, like, yes, fuck yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, my friend is so smart. This
Get
episode is
ready.
gonna be just like that. So you guys go listen to it. All right.
Get ready for tomorrow. That's when it's gonna be dropped.
Yes. So go follow all the speaker here. People in the listener, next time come talk to us, send a request, come chat. Elon is making what is called fiction future, and I'm so excited to watch it every day. This is better than Netflix. All right, my friend.
So I'm dreaming of Optimus mining Bitcoin for me when I'm having it. Have a good
Yes,
night.
that's a
Thank
good
you.
that's a good use case. I'm copy that. All right, my friend. I have to say good night. I have to say goodbye to all of you, because my kid is about to scream, and it's fun conversation. Thank you for spending your time with me. See you next week. Hey, and don't forget to buy my spice. Fuckingbomb.com. All right. Bye bye.